Hello everybody, Glitcho12 here. Welcome back to a video. It's been a hot minute. About a little over a month, if I recall correctly. Yeah, we've been gone for a second. So I guess we're gonna work on some redstone building today. I do have a few mods installed that help me, such as World Edit. Because you and I both know I'm not about to copy thousands and thousands of lights. I'm actually going to be working on a replica of something that I made back in Bedrock Edition, long before I played here on Java. And it's older redstone, so don't kill me in the comments, please. Where are the levers? There they are. So what is it exactly that I'm making? 4, if I recall correctly, it was 4. Goodness gracious. No, don't open that. I clicked the wrong thing. I am making sort of a light room. You'll see what I mean by light room in a minute here. Let's see, so that's 1, 2, if I recall. If I can remember how this works, goodness. Well, first of all, let's actually get our bearings back in with redstone nonsense. How many do you affect? Okay, and if I recall, that means you get affected as well. So what does it look like when we do this? I think we're gonna make this You'll see what I'm trying to do here in a minute. I just need to get all of these in properly. 2, 3. Oh, goodness. So if I remember how I used to build this, it was genuinely pretty simple. It was just tedious as all hell to do. Bonk, bonk. And is there an easier way to do this? Oh, absolutely. I'm just doing half of this stuff from memory. Oh my gosh. We're doing more hours when it comes to IRL work, so videos will most likely slow down quite a bit. Yeah, nothing too bad though. Still recording, still doing all my fun things, but Wonder, can I get away with it being like this? I can. Ah ha ha ha. I win. So we have our working funny haha contraption. Very good, very good. God, I'm so tired. No, I shouldn't be this tired. I took a very long nap today. Let's see here. What did I want to do next? Right. World edit. So we go bop. And then we can do position 2, which pretty much grabs all the way up here. And then what I want to do is go to the side right here, so we can copy. And we want 1, 2, 3. So see? It's as simple as that, but sadly, we didn't get all of it. Which happens. So I'm gonna quickly tap, and then we have to go back a little further. Close 2. You can see it'll tell you how many blocks you have, which is very good for measurement. So copy, and then we wanted 1, 2, 3. Actually, let's go one further than that. There we go. See? And that pretty much works with all of it, because in this little gap here, we're gonna put a delay, which we can easily do with a redstone repeater. And as you can see, all of the little settings and the ticks are here. So we actually need to grab our test lever once again and wire it. Again, this is something I used to make all the time. Okay, now let's see why this one isn't working. Well, it looks like we're not having enough power, so... And what we do to one, we must do to all. So that means all of these guys must have the same exact thing. And what I'm basically looking at is how the delay functions. Because I want it to get up to here and then start. So I think that might have to get changed to 4. There it is. Okay. So 4 is our go-to setting. And so now that we have 2 properly working ones, we can actually do our cheeky little move of copying and pasting. From here all the way to here. And what we can do, well, as we've always done, let's get rid of that real quick. We don't want it doing that on us. Gonna do copy. So whenever you copy, you're obviously copying the entire chunk, and you want to stand in the space that allows you to do fuck, I lost my train of thought. you want to stand at the block that you want it to show up to next to you or in front of you, to the side or behind you, which is why I'm putting 4 gaps. So 1, 2, 3, 4, paste, and that obviously gives us our yeah, that gives us our thing. Let's game rule. Do daylight cycle false. So slash set day real quick, just so that way y'all can see a little better. I've just got a lot of things that I'm working on while this recording is happening. And we can do it again and again. So we want 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's go for another line. 2, 3, 4. Paste. Bonk, bonk. Oh, yeah, there. And so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6 is a good one. We're gonna link all of these up. You notice how some of them are linked and some of them aren't. It's mainly just from all this fun stuff. You guys may notice that I sound a slightly more depressive, but I'm just incredibly tired these days. So let's check it. Alright, alright. Sick. We love to see it. Now, in any normal situation, if you weren't using mods, you'd obviously have to hand build stuff like this, but that's the entire reason I built it. I built the mod pack with the mods. That way I didn't need to build everything by hand. So, bonk. So that's first position, and then second position is over here. So we're gonna go about there's good. You know, you always want a little bit of wiggle room in between both. Pose 2, which is position 2. Copy. And then I'm going to show you guys another command, and it's going to kind of work. 2, 3, 4. We're going to do / rotate, and it does as it says, 90 paste. Notice how that didn't do what we needed it to? Let's undo that real quick. But also working with World Edit does a lot of this. So let's just clean that up real quick. You'll notice, you know, undoing it doesn't stop the damage from needing to be repaired, but that's okay. So it put it that way. So what we want to do, 1, 2, 3, 4, rotate -90, rotate -90, paste. There we go. So I ended up rotating it 90 degrees positive, which made it go that away. And that's not something you can undo, so you gotta do the opposite side. But yeah, you guys might be able to get a feel for what I'm trying to do. And then let's do it again. 1, 2, 3, 4. Because I want this area to be a bit bigger than the rest. Only recording for 17 minutes. This is going to be an interesting video to edit. / paste. And then we just fix that up real quick. Double check all of the redstone, make sure it's in its proper place. And we want to keep it as it is. So we rotated it 90 once, and with World Edit you can also rotate it into 180. 2, 3, 4. Let's see if this works. Paste. Nope. In fact, it did the wrong way. / rotate negative 90. And then let's do that again. And then quickly pick all of this up because my PC gets a little angry. Alright, double check. Make sure. Oh, we missed some, and we saw that one isn't in its proper place. So, bonk. Bonk. And let me check this one real quick. I don't know what I'll call this video. Probably the ramblings of a tired person. So we're going to try that again. Paste. And we notice this time it did work. Is that the proper dimension that I had it at over here? No, it is not. So 1, 2, 1, 2. And this is 1, 2, 1, 2. So why is that off? Am I being an idiot? Let's go like this then. Because there is only a 1 block gap of clearance, right? Yeah. One, two, 1, 2. Am I just being dumb? 1, 2, 3. Okay, hold on. What am I doing wrong? It is the question, that is for certain. Y'all gonna be screaming at me in the comments, I'm sure, but, you know. Alright. We're just gonna quickly pick all of this up. Yeah, that's a lot of redstone. Yeah, it went 1, 2, 1, 2? What was it? I think it was 1, 2, so... Right? Hold on. 1, 2, 1, 2. Oh, it made an L shape. Okay. That's probably what I'm doing wrong. 1, 2, 1, 2. So here? Yes. Aha, I win. Oh, well, I need that. Give me that. There we go. Yeah. Okay, let's quickly fix these corners. And then I can add the backing to all of this fun and joyous creation. Alright, let's keep going. Da-na-na-na. Repeater for this. Let's actually check real quick how this looks. And I have free cam, so everything's firing as it should. It is. Let's go. And then that shuts off all the same. Sick. Sick. Let me think here. We need to rotate again, and so that's another -90. So 1, 2, 3, 4 here. So rotate -90. Alright. Paste. There we go. And then we gotta do it again. 1, 2, 3, 4. Paste. Yep, and see, now we have all of our stuff. It's almost all linked up. And when it comes to things such as switches and whatnot, we're actually going to take out the center ones, so that way we can have a switch. I believe those two, actually, so we're going to go bonk, bonk, set air, just so that way we have a reminder for that. Because we want a switch here, but we want a, thing leading to it. So let's link all of these up. And let's see what we got to work with. Checking all of the things. Oh, okay, so these are the ones that we don't want to mess with. Bonk 4. Something important when you're doing redstone. You should probably be aware of how much of one thing you're using, because redstone can lag up servers, but I think all of you know that already. I know my build isn't necessarily impressive, so, you know, do with it as you will. I'm gonna have to make an overpass. Let's see here, how am I gonna do this? do it like this. You know, just incredibly scuffed, but it's fine. You guys are used to scuff by now. The main point of me building like this is just to get a basic idea down of what needs to be done. How about I get rid of this first? Pose 1. There. Okay, now we have this. And I want it to be, like, the entrance to be about, let's say here. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're just gonna quickly make it like this. Just so that way we have a wall established. Alright. I love getting distracted. Let's make that go up one more. Ah, shit. Okay. It's fine. We can just do it like this. Redstone doesn't need to be clean and concise. It can be messy as all hell. Actually, why am I connecting this? If the switch is gonna be right here, oh, I'm a dumbass. Fighting over something I don't need to fight over. And wiring things I don't need to wire. Because if I'm gonna just have it end here, I can have the switch here. We're gonna have this one up here and be... Will this function? No, it won't. Okay, I forgot how Redstone does things. So we want it to link up just here. Alright, sick, that works. Let's actually start... Okay, yeah. Alright. Let's actually start figuring out what we want to do for the textures in the middle of these guys. I have a basic idea. There we go. Already, but it never hurts to check things. Does it look nice right now? Hell to the no, but, you know, we're doing what I want to do, not what any of you want to do. Me. Alright, let's see here. What can we add to make this pop? Let's go for this. Nope. Come on. It's so stupid, but you know, simple things make other things look a lot better. It's stupid, but it works. Let's do it like this then. And we're gonna have to have some color variation, obviously, but that can happen a little later. For now, let's just get what we want to do down. I don't quite like the look of that. Sometimes making things evenly helps with understanding, but in this case, that's not quite the thing that I want to do. What if we just... You know what? I think I like that better. Does it look a little bit nicer with a stair? I don't like how the stair looks. I like the black stone peeking out at the edge. Okay, yeah, I like this better. So what we're gonna do, bonk, bonk, because you and I both know, well, we all know that I'm not about to go around and do all of this one by one. And if we recall, it is -90 that allows us to work. I'll have to make a custom piece for the corners, but // rotate. Oh, come on. -90. And one way, you know, this is me trying to reconnect and remember how YouTube works, but also this is just something that, you know, I like making. I figured, you guys might like to see the stuff I do in my idle time and what I used to make. Granted, it looks a little different than it used to, but it is nice to go back to my roots as a builder and a very, very, very amateur redstoneist. Oh my gosh. I suck at this. There's obviously easier ways for me to go about it, but I figured, you know, showing it would allow me to reconnect with everybody. Now, originally in a build like this, I did have redstone lamps in the floor, but I think I'm gonna leave the floor mainly just as a canvas. Oh shit. There we go, okay. Oh god, hi pig. Oh shit. There we go. Oh, brother has been immortalized. Never mind, I didn't know he was chill like that. Paste, and then one more. And then let's take a look at it via FreeCam here. This looks really cool. I think we're gonna have pillars sort of in the middle here, sticking out. Ah, fuck, I don't want it to cover anything. I guess this is the awkward bit about having, gaps like that. But I suppose at the end of the day, it looks okay. And that's what's important, as long as you're satisfied with what you're making, with what you're building. Have fun. It's a block game. That doesn't look all that bad. Shockingly, that works. How do I want to do this? Because I'm going to keep these two spots clear. Because I want to make a hallway leading up. And that might be for another video. Let's just quickly go to our corners here. Boop. Boop. Oh no, it's polished blackstone. Polished blackstone bricks. There it is. Shockingly enough, adding in a floor is one of the easiest ways for me to define a build. You know, figure out where I want to make it go. If that makes any semblance of sense to anyone. There we go. Holy shit, that looks a lot better. We're gonna do that, that. I think. Let's mess around with textures a little bit here. So we want, let's actually grab some deep slate. I think maybe that'll make it look a little better. Because we do want it to be refined, we just don't want it to be so murky. Let's go for... Deep slate bricks is too harsh. Let's do deep slate tile. Deep slate tile. Where are you? There we go. Yeah, that works. Am I going to use this for anything? Who knows? Because I've gotten into the habit of working on things and then deleting them because I do not feel that my work is good enough to be seen some days. But I feel like everybody has that, and it's important to acknowledge the fact that y'all's work is important. Whether you think it or not, it is important. Let's actually finish up here. I think just having the pillars here with... I need to have a few levers on that side. I think we're going to use the iron bar trick. There we go. There's that. Oh, I missed a spot. Whoopsie. That would have sucked. There we go. That doesn't look half bad. The outside looks horrendous, but you know, we don't care about the outside. Shh. Nobody needs to see the outside of the build. We don't care. I'll figure out how to do outside decoration eventually, at some point. How long have I been recording? 47 minutes. Let's make this an hour. think what we're gonna do is add in a ceiling. And there we go. Ah, shit. Ooh, evil. But I like it. Okay. Now we need to add in some lights on the ceiling because I feel like we need to make this more dramatic. One, two. Alright, so let's... This is just me making measurements. Just grabbing the middle of each point, and that's middle as well. So bonk bonk. There we go. Now we've got... We'll get rid of the redstone later, but we do want to grab our lamps. Let's see, and that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So we're gonna go 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 2, 3, 4. And we just want it to be a little silly, you know? So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. It doesn't need to be complicated. See? And you've got a very buggy circle. I think we might be able to change that, though. Is this gonna make more effort? Yes, it will, but I think it'll look nicer in the long run. It's also going to be a little bit more difficult to wire up stuff like this. So normally I would put this all on different levels in order to make it easier. However, for now we're just going to get the design down, and I think we will call it good. And I think I'll have the signal come up here after this last one is lit and go boom. So 1, and then something over here, 2, 3, 4. It might be easier for me to go 1, 2, 3, 4. But we'll figure it out. I'm actually just going to carve out I love forgetting that I have world edit, so that way I can just // set air for a reason and make my life a little bit easier. So you know what I think we're gonna do? I think we are going to end the video here. So I can't look at you guys properly in this camera, but you guys have a nice one, and I wish you all a very wonderful day. I'll see you in the next one.